Hey everybody, this is Dave Walsh recording the next step in my theatrical saga playthrough. This is the Siege of Gondor. We have just passed with the Grey Company through the Dwimmerberg to get the Army of the Dead, and now we're going to use the Army of the Dead to get through the Siege of Gondor. This is where there's a lot of difference between the movies and the books. The Siege of Gondor is a completely different thing that happens, completely different battle that happens, and it seems like the Army of the Dead in the movies was all part of the Battle of the Pelennor Field, and that sort of, it's kind of like mushed all up into one. But the Siege of Gondor is definitely a little bit different than the Battle of the Pelennor Field. So we'll see how that translates into me getting video clips inserted, but I think we'll be fine. Also, I know that in order to beat the next scenario, I'm going to need to have a really good score. So I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna post all the winning videos. I'm only gonna edit the one that I get the best score on. So if I win, but I do it in 10 or 11 rounds, you'll be able to see it, but that's not the one that I'm gonna use. I want to actually win in 4 rounds. Okay, so that's I can't win in 4 probably. I need some help to do that, but I can win in 5, and I play all the scenarios before, and I have won in 5. It takes a little bit of luck, and so that's the big thing, is that you need luck, and you need to be able to get boat locations, ship locations, in order to beat this. Okay, so before we get going, let's take a look at the deck and the campaign log, and then we'll set everything up. So here's the deck. Again, it's the Bond of Saga Ship Hobbit deck, and I think in this deck there's going to be a lot of direct damage, a lot of archery, so I'm going to need healing out right away. I'm going to need a word of healing. I'm also going to probably need some readying and some things that can take lots of hit points. So things like Treebeard is going to help out a ton. And so this is a more straightforward quest in that there's not a ton of crazy mechanics that you have to worry about. It's just a matter of making sure that you get through ship locations as quickly as possible. Okay, so when we look at the campaign log, you can see that I have a whole bunch of boons, but it turns out that my burdens are small. So this is an Aragorn quest, so we play with the Aragorn boons and burdens, and so that helps out a lot. Also, the Army of the Dead is done during this scenario, so I can't carry it on to the Battle of the Pelennor Fields, even though you feel, if you're only into the movies, you may think that can happen, but the Army of the Dead is only here at the Siege of Gondor. So that's where we go from there. So let's get set up. You can see here I put a note that says I have to get this done in 5 rounds. That's what I'm hoping to get done. Okay, so let's see how well we do, and let's get started. Okay, so let's set up the scenario. Let's set up the campaign, and it says to search his deck for Anduril and add it to his hand. So I will raise my threat. Okay, I'll raise my threat by 1 and take Anduril and add Anduril to my hand. Okay, that's good. Okay, remove each burden with the following. So those are all the burdens. Those are all the Frodo burdens, and so that's it for the Siege of Gondor. So now we will set up the set up the scenario, or set up the other parts of the campaign here. So so we have the Army of the Dead. That's ours. We're going to put this over here. Old Bogey Stories, that goes on Sam. The Palantir of Orthanc, that'll go into my deck. For Tireless Ranger, that'll go on to Sam. Forewarned also goes on Sam. And then Sting, that'll go into my deck there. Okay, and we will shuffle this up. Make sure that I shuffle it. And then we have Overcome by Grief. That gets set aside over here. And if I lose an ally, then that comes into play. And then this goes into the encounter deck. Okay, and then it says add the Corsair fleet, Corsair side face up, and the Great Corsair ship to the staging area. Each player searches the encounter deck for a ship location and adds it to the staging area. So here we have the ship that I picked, the Corsair Dramon, and it's good. Okay, so that's what we're doing, and now we flip this card over, and we flip over the quest card, and we just have to make 20 progress, and we have to get through the Great Corsair ship. Okay, so I guess we will start. Oh, 2 healers right off the bat. That is awesome. Now, I'm debating. Androl is awesome to go on to Aragorn, but it's also awesome to have Treebeard out first round. I think I'm going to pick Treebeard. And I'm going to put the Dagger of Westerness onto Aragorn, because it says if he has an artifact attached, he gains Sentinel and does not exhaust to a quest. It doesn't have to be Androl. So that is how we're going to get around that there. So I will do this, and I will leave my 1 lore resource so I can use the Word of Healing. Okay. So now this is where life gets interesting, is because it says at the beginning of the staging step, place 1 resource here. Then each player must choose either reveal an encounter card or assign X damage. So I'm going to quest first. So I guess I'll do 2, 4, 7, 9, 13. Okay, I'll quest for 13. I know that seems weird, but that's what I want to do. So now it's the beginning of the staging step, so I will actually use threat tokens here, just to keep track of this. Okay, so I'm going to I'll put a resource here. Okay, and so that means this has a threat of 1 and this has a threat of 2. So that's a total of 3. And now it's the beginning of the staging step. So I'm going to reveal an extra encounter card. I'm going to take the 1 damage and I'll put it on Treebeard because I'll be able to heal I'll be able to heal Treebeard next round, and that's fine. And then if I don't get... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do the damage. I have decided that I want to reveal 2 encounter cards because I want the ship locations. So let's see what we get. Let me just double check because I know I always like to shuffle here. Okay, so there's 1. Each player must choose to add 3 to the total threat in the staging area until the end of phase, or discard the highest cost attachment you control. Well, okay. I'll add 3 to the total threat. So right now, that's not a huge problem. Oh, one of the things I forgot to do in my setup was to go up to 29. Okay, and then the next card is either immediately end the quest phase without resolving the quest, or sign X damage, where X is the number of resources on the Corsair fleet. So I will put the 1 damage onto Treebeard now. Okay, so that's a bummer because I wanted to get another ship location down, but I didn't. Okay, so I will travel to the Drammen. Okay, and I have to go get a Corsair. Make sure I follow the directions, so this gets shuffled back in. It's a shame because I wanted to thin the deck. I'll shuffle one more time and discard cards until an enemy. Oh, that's good. Okay. So that's good. Okay, so this guy has to engage me. And let's see. I can't really do anything with him. I do get archery, so Sam can be my archery guy for now. Okay, and I'll deal him a shadow card. And what can I do now? I guess I can just defend with Aragorn. I could take this undefended and put it onto the Army of the Dead. No, I can't put it on the Army of the Dead. I can't take this guy undefended. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, I forgot to resolve the quest. So that's 7. Ooh, sloppy gameplay at the beginning. Let's see if I can make it a little bit. Let's see if I can clean it up a little bit. Okay, so I will use Aragorn to defend. He's attacking for 4. Aragorn's defending for 2. Okay. No shadow. There's a ship location. This is where Shadow of the Past would be nice. Okay, and I can't do any damage. No, nothing. Okay, so I will end the round. And Aragorn takes 2 damage. Okay. Okay. So now I have some resources to play with. I will put the Warden of Healing out for 2 lore. And then I will put Androl onto Aragorn for 3. So let's see. Shadow. No shadow. Let's see. 1, 2, and then I guess I will use that for 3. Okay. Okay, so now questing. Oh, I will heal Aragorn and Sam. Okay, so now at the beginning for questing, I'll do 2. What does this do? He just gets a bunch here. So 2, 4. 7, 10. Okay, I'll quest for 10. And in the staging area right now, there will be 2. Okay, so I'll put a resource here. Okay, and I get to, I'm gonna draw 2 because I want to be able to get through this. Let's see. Right, I want to be able to get through this. So first card is add 3 to the total threat in the staging area. Okay, I'm fine with that. Okay, and then here's another card, and I get a ship. Okay, whew. I was getting a little nervous that I wasn't going to get a ship. Okay, so that's another 3, and I just barely got through this. And now I'm going to travel to the Umbar Galley. And now I have to do the same thing, go find a Corsair or something or other. Oops, this goes into the victory display. Okay, so I'll shuffle this into the encounter deck. And I will find, what does it say? It says, discard cards until a Corsair enemy is discarded. Added the discarded enemy to the staging area. Okay, so there's a dude right there. Okay, I did travel, so I will bring out this guy, which is nice, I guess, for right now. Okay, and this guy is has -10 engagement cost, so I do have to take this guy. Okay. Okay, and Sam doesn't ready. Sam's been a non-factor so far this time around. Okay, so I will deal these guys a shadow card. And I think I will defend here with, let's see, this guy's attacking for 3. Aragorn will attack back for not enough, 5. So I will do this guy here. Defend Aragorn. So Aragorn's defending for 3. And so he takes 2 damage. 1 damage, I'm sorry. Okay, and then I will attack back with Andoril. And kill this guy with 5. Okay, so that's a good start. And now let's see what else I can do. I will defend this guy with Treebeard. Did I deal 2 damage? I'll deal 2 damage to a character. So I'll deal 2 damage to the Army of the Dead. Right now, that's not a big deal. So I am going to defend this guy with Treebeard. No shadow. Ah, man. There's a Drummond. Okay. And Treebeard, no damage on Treebeard. And now I will attack with the Army of the Dead for 6, and that kills this Haradrim pirate. Okay, so now we will do a new round. And let's see. I guess I can put. I'm gonna hold off because I want to put out the Warden of Healing. The other Warden of Healing. So I'll do this, and I will heal Treebeard. And I will heal Aragorn. Keep removing resources. Okay. And I guess we are going to quest. And hopefully we can get another ship location quickly. Okay, so I will quest for 2, 4, 5. I'll use Bilbo. Bilbo hasn't really done anything. 5, 8, 11, 13, 17. And in the staging area will be 3. Okay, so it's the beginning of the staging step. I will give myself a resource here. And I will reveal an extra encounter card. Okay, so here we go. Here's Corsair. That guy has minus 10 engagement cost right now. And the second one is Umbar Pirate Crew. Okay, so that's a shame. Let's see, 3, 5. And 3 is 8. So I managed to get through here. So this goes in the victory display for 3, and that means that I made 6 progress on the quest, which puts me to 13. Okay. Okay, now what can we do? I feel like I'm going to leave. I'm just going to want to take care of one of these guys. Okay, I will engage this guy. That readies Sam, so that's a good start. But when he engages, I do 2 damage to a character I control. So I'll do 2 damage to Treebeard. Okay. I only have to do 1 damage. Because the active location is not a ship location. Okay. So now what? What can I do? So I will defend with Sam. Sam can get rid of this shadow card using Forewarned. This goes bye-bye. And now I can, so no damage to Sam. And then I can do 4, 5, 6, and I can kill the Haradrim Pirate with Aragorn, because Aragorn has a whole bunch of attack. Okie doke. Okay, so new round. Okay, so I will put the other warden out. And I'm slowly collecting just regular resources. Okay, so I'll use the warden to heal Treebeard and Aragorn, and that's about it right now. Okay, so this is where I have to this is where I can quest over some stuff. So 2, I'll leave Mary because I want to lower my threat. So I'll do 2, 3, 6, 9, 11. And in the staging area will be 4. And that's enough to go through there. And I'm going to reveal an extra encounter card. There's 1. And let's see. I'll use Mary to lower my threat by 2 there. And now second encounter card. Nope. Either return each engage with you to the staging area or discard cards on the top of the encounter deck until it's discarded and put that enemy into play engaged with you. So I have to take the Corsair. and this guy comes into play engaged with me. So 6. I did quest successfully, so this crew takes a damage. And because this guy engages me, I can ready, and then I can also ready here. So Sam's defending for 4 because I engage these guys. Let's see. Okay, so I get to exhaust a character I control. I'll exhaust this guy, and this guy has to do a damage to a character. So I'll do the damage to Aragorn. Okay, and now I will deal shadow cards. Let's see, Sam is defending for, he's engaged to 4, so I can actually, here's what I will do, is I will defend with Sam, use Forewarned, get rid of the shadow card, and Sam will take 2 damage. Oops. Okay, but that's okay, right? And now Aragorn will defend for 3 against the crew. It says exhaust a character I control. Okay, I'll exhaust Treebeard, but Aragorn will attack the crew back and kill it. And now I have to be able to do 10 damage to the Umbar pirate crew, which I can do by readying Treebeard. And I'll do 4, and 6 is 10, killing the Umbar Corsair crew. Okay. So the limiting factor here is trying to get the number of ship locations in the victory display, and that's going to be a pain in the neck. So we do the best we can, right? Oh, I forgot to resolve my threat. I had 2. Let's see, it was 4, and then 2, and then the other guy came in and engaged me. So it was 6. So that's another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So end of round. Okay. So now I will use this and heal 2 off of Sam and the 1 off of Aragorn. So that's just the best way to do it. And I will travel, or I will quest. So I do have 1 resource, so I can actually use the 1 resource to put on Sam now. Okay. So 2, 3, 6, 9, 11. 11, there will be 5 in the staging area. Bilbo is targeting the crew here. Okay, and I will put a resource here, and I will reveal a card. Choose. I will raise my threat by 3. And the second card is another one. Okay. What's my highest cost attachment? Is Andoril. Okay. So I'll raise my threat by another 3. I quest neutral. So I don't get to do damage to this guy, which is fine. But now I will take this guy and engage him. That readies Sam. Sam's defending for 2. He's defending for 3. And that's, I can't really do anything. Let's see. So I guess I will use Aragorn to defend. Aragorn's defending for 3 against 6 here. So he gets +1. So that Aragorn takes 4 damage. 4. Ooh, just barely. I'll swing back with Aragorn for 6. So that means he takes 4 damage. Okay, and now I will attack with the Army of the Dead, and I would have exhausted Mary. Sorry, forgot to exhaust. Army of the Dead now kills the Umbar pirate crew. Okay, next round. Okay, I will put Pippin into play. And that's it for now. Now quest. 2, 3, 6, 9. Oh, let me heal Aragorn for 2 here. So 3, 6, 9, 9, 11, 13. And there will be 6 in the staging area. Okay, so we'll do this, and we will reveal a card. 2 cards. Doomed 1. Okay. So there is 1, so that's that. Okay, and then I get the Corsair Captain. Okay. Well, it's fine. So this guy is 3 threat. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay. I can't optionally engage this guy. I can't do anything to it. So I'm just stuck. Oh, I revealed it. So I can lower my threat by 3. That's fine. Okay. Okay. So end of round. So I'm not purposely turtling, it just happens to be what's going on here. Okay, so there's Rosie, and it's about the best I got. Okay, so 2, 3, 6, 9, 11, 13. 13, there will be 7 in the staging area. Okay, I will reveal 2 cards. Hey, there it is. And the second one is the other Corsair Captain. Okay, well, let's do this. And let's see. Lower my threat by 3. And this guy takes a damage. I will travel here. I can't optionally engage either of these guys, so next round I'm going to have to be able to defend a whole bunch, which I think will be fine. At least I hope so. With Sam and Rosie, I think we'll be okay. Okay. So now, let's just double check. I added 3, so that's 3. Okay. Make sure everything is good. To travel, I go get a Corsair. Okay, so I have to do this. I have to shuffle. I have to shuffle one more time, and I have to go get a Corsair. And he just goes into the staging area. Okay. Right? Add the discarded enemy to the staging area. That's fine. Okay, so he'll come down. He is not optional. He just comes down. So I have to do 2 damage to somebody. 2 damage to Treebeard. Spread the damage around, that way I can heal with the Warden. Deal it a shadow card. What does this guy say? Oh, look, each one of these guys gets minus 30 engagement cost. They come down. What does it say? It makes an immediate attack. So this shadow card is going to go over here. This guy gets a shadow card here. Okay, this guy came down. So now I have to do some defending. How do I want to defend here? Well, let's see. Let me heal up some people. So I will heal. I will heal Treebeard and Aragorn. Now Aragorn's defending for 3. This guy's attacking for 5. So let's deal with the immediate attack here. Okay, so Aragorn will attack. Exhaust a character I control. Okay, let's see. Who can I exhaust? I guess I'll exhaust Treebeard? Okay, so he defended for 3. He takes 2 damage. 1, 2. I can cancel a shadow effect, but I will use Andoril to attack back for how much? 6? No, minus 30. So 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's 2 damage. Oops. 2 damage there. Okay. So now I guess I'll ready Treebeard and defend this other Corsair. No shadow, and Treebeard takes 2 damage. Okay. I will now deal shadow cards to everybody. And let's see. I will use Aragorn. Ooh, this isn't the one that allows Aragorn to ready people. Okay. Well, I can still ready Sam for one of these. And I will defend this guy for 4. And I will discard the shadow effect. He's not unique. So shadow effect is discarded. Sam is for 4, and Sam takes a damage. Okay. Let's see. The Army of the Dead will do this guy. No shadow. He takes 5 damage. Or 3 damage. And then Treebeard will defend this guy for a bunch. Defending character gets -1 for each damage on it. Let's see. How much damage is it? It gets -1 defending for each damage on it. 2 damage. So 1 defense, 3. So 2 damage. You know what? I'll spend the 1. Oh, you know what? I did travel here. This goes to the bottom of the deck, and this comes back out to the top. Read the cards. Okay. So I will cancel the shadow, so that I don't have to do that. Treebeard takes no damage. And now I will use this, and I will, let's see. I can't do 4. So you know what? I'm going to leave the two resources. I'm going to leave this just like this. Okay. So I have 2 Corsair Captains and a Haradrim Pirate engaged with me. I have all sorts of stuff going on. Okay. So Control N for new round. And life is good. Oh, look. Fellowship of the Ring. Attach the Ring Bearer. Doesn't do me any good. Okay. I wish I could draw some cards. Okay. So I'm going to heal some damage on Aragorn and Treebeard. And now I need to quest over this one last location here. Okay, so there will be 7 in the staging area. And I will quest for 2, 4. I'm going to actually do 7 damage. I know that sounds weird, but I'm going to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I don't want to draw the extra card. So, again, questing for 2, 4, 7, 9, 11. Quest for 11, I only have 1 card coming out. Each enemy engaged with a player and not in the staging area makes an immediate attack. Okay, duped 1. And that surge, so each of these guys make an immediate attack. Okay, what can I do? They still have lowered engagement cost, so Sam is not useful here. So how can I defend 5? I have to make 3 defenses. Okay, I'll defend this guy here like this. So Aragorn's defending for 2, so 1 damage. Okay, and then I'll swing back for 5 and do 3 damage to this guy. Okay, and now defenses, I can do this. Ooh, that's not good. What can I do? I can defend with Treebeard here, I guess. 3. This guy defends. There. +1. +2. So that's 7. Treebeard is done. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so Overcome by Grief comes into play. Goes here. And now let's see. The Corsair Captain. I will defend with, let's see, 5. I need to find a defender here. I guess the Army of the Dead. And the Army of the Dead dies. This gets removed from the game. Okay. So I just did all that. So now what? I get 2. Okay. So I will use Rosie to increase, and then that goes to the victory display, and I was still able to make 1 more progress. Control A, I'm going to move that ship to the staging area, or to the active location, and I now have to go find another Corsair. Okay. Okay, now I don't have to engage this guy. But I have to do something with this. Both Corsair captains are engaged with me. I would have been able to do the... Oh, I traveled, so this guy goes goodbye. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to engage this guy. That readies Pippin. That helps a lot. I know it doesn't look like it does, but it will. Okay. So I guess how this is going to work itself out is deal all these guys shadow cards. And let's see. I will defend the first Corsair captain with Pippin. Discard an attachment you control. Okay. So Pippin dies. And I discard an attachment I control. That's fine. Okay, and now let's see. This guy, I guess I will sacrifice Bilbo. Exhaust a character I control. That's the last thing. Bilbo dies. And now I can't. So this guy's defending for 3. Sam is defending for 3. So I'll get rid of the shadow card. No damage. And now I have to take one of these undefended. So 3 damage undefended kills Mary. Yeah, Mary. Okay. And new round. Okay. Now I get hasty stroke. I do have a ton of resources. I don't think it matters too much. So what I need to do is I just need to quest over. I need to be able to make 5 progress. So regardless if these guys are engaged with me. So there's 2. I will have to take 8 damage. Let's see. So there's let's heal up everybody here. So there's 1, 2, 1, 2, and then I will let's see, I'll quest 2, 5, 8. 8 versus 2 in the staging area. And then can I take the 8 damage? 1, 2, 3. I can. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then let's hope that I get just a 1 threat something. Each player. Okay, so it says add 3 to the total threat or discard the highest cost attachment. Turns out that I control Anduril. I will discard that. I go down to 7 because no bonus anymore. 2, and I get through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Victory. But obviously I will play this a little bit better. 8, and losing a couple heroes. I knew I was going to lose right away, but not right away, but as soon as I drew the pursued by the enemy, I knew that I was not going to be able to get through this unscathed. But I still was able to win, but now I need to play again. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.